CEO for our second quarter webinar update. Looking forward to getting started. Just give us a moment. We're going to screen share going, and from there, kick it off. And Mike will let you know sort of the update of the company, where we're going. And here's Mike Carter, our CEO of BizEquity.
Hi, looking forward to going through this Q2 update, kind of midstream for everyone, and very excited to share product roadmap components that we have and some of the new innovations that are even currently being tested as we speak. Been a terrific quarter for us, as has been the first half of the year, thanks to all of you. And so today we wanted to do, and not take too much of everyone's time, but basically in about a 15-20 minute overview, take you through the business update, the strategy and the roadmap, and the initiatives that we have coming down the pike in 2017, which I think you all are very excited about, some of which you've heard about, some of which you have not, and end with some questions and answers. From a business, we have a really strong first 5 months of the business. We have revenue growth of 3 times year over year, and added over 100 new advisor offices in terms of names and or firms, meaning firms with multiple advisors. With Brian Martin, Lewis, and team is actually risen. It's a 91%, which is outstanding. And as we get to the ROI numbers and some of the playbook plays that we've seen work for our advisors, we'll share those with you as well. And I'm very pleased to also note that this quarter saw us bring in a gentleman by the name of Phil Calamia as Chief Financial Officer. Phil most recently was CFO of Authentic. Authentic, if you all, maybe you probably have iPhones, you put your finger down on your phone, your index finger for your fingerprint, that's actually Authentic's technology. So Phil was there for a number of years, and Phil is also a personal friend, having worked with him over 17 years ago, and can't believe we're both that old. And I'm very pleased that Phil's joining us on team here as we embark on kind of the next phase of our growth with all of you. Product and the big data asset expansion, which we'll share with you. We're very excited and pleased with the rollout of the new benefit plan data, 5500 data, and as well as some new, very interesting and exciting opportunities that we see around what we call bring your own data. As everybody knows, continue to be the same. We want them the industry standard way businesses are valued, and how companies know the estate planning needs. They need the small business owners that work for them, the entrepreneurs that are behind them, the insurance they need to make sure they're properly protected, and the lending and lending opportunities and or commercial loans that they need to better grow their business. And mission for us, we're mission oriented, and we're doing it all through and all of you to help you set people with your clients and prospect smarter. As Rick Scruggs, one of our clients, has said, it's the key to unlock the door of trust with a small business owner, and we continue to make that our mission to help. So by enabling you all to help your clients or your prospects that are business owners and entrepreneurs, by default it will end up helping your business, as we'll share with you shortly. And this is a new slide. We've been requested by some of you on this call, even in some of our clients in Brian Martin Success Center. That speaks to why BizEquity and why we've been blessed to kind of be in the position we're in. And everyone knows our on staff Chief Evaluation Officer Scott Gapehart, who provides a lot of second and third line support to our success team, as well as all the other initiatives that make us having the largest big data database and offering in the space, and being the leader in this new market, which is business valuation, which we say is the biggest data of all. We're up to 485 financial services firms using our service just in the past 19 months, a little over a couple thousand advisors. So it's a massive opportunity for all of you. To quote a president from 3 or 4 presidencies ago, 1,000 Points of Light, if you guys remember that initiative in 1990, I think. You are our 1,000 Points of Light to help the business owner marketplace. And that's how we see all of you. Some new names have been added here. Any representatives are on this call from some of these firms. Customer retention perspective, 91%, as I mentioned. Had some recent press and awards, including the press that we've had with the addition of the benefit plan data, and the general article in Entrepreneur around why not knowing the value of your business could cost you millions. The most recent one in Entrepreneur around why life insurance is vital for entrepreneurs. So we just want to make sure everyone's been able to see the screen, Brian.
Just make screen.
That's
No.
so, so hopefully everyone's able to see this. We just got a note that said some of you weren't able to see the slides, but I mentioned you are now. So able to see this, Brian? Okay. That's okay. So, some votes from our customers, including Rick Scruggs, as I mentioned, from Mass Mutual, our Jeff Fleischman, Chief Marketing Officer of Penn Mutual, Joe Melody TD from AXA, and then also Bill Schiffman, who just got Advisor of the Year from InvestNet, and his, what he likes to say, which is we take the average advisor and we make them exceptional. And we're very pleased to have Bill on board using our service, and we call Bill a triple threat because he's a CPA, a wealth advisor, and an insurance agent. We implemented in Brian's Success Organization an NPS score, so Net Promoter Score, and we're pleased with the results. A lot of you have gotten these surveys, so we appreciate you filling these out. We're trending slightly ahead of Southwest Airlines, ahead of United. But ahead of Southwest Airlines and Apple, which is a good company to be in. We look to continue to improve that and wow everybody here. And again, we really see this opportunity to democratize business valuation knowledge for the masses. Really, this opportunity that there's a $7 trillion opportunity around the assets being transferred from one generation to the next with the sale of these businesses. So there's 10 million businesses just in the United States, over 70 million businesses globally in the next 10 years that are going to change hands. And just in the U.S., it's a $7 trillion opportunity. So it might start with insurance, it might start with lending, but clearly there's a huge AUM asset management opportunity that we've seen. And this is with 18%, so call it 20% of our users sampled telling us that over the course of using our service now for close to 18, 19 months, we've hit over $1 billion in either AUM or sold. A couple of those case studies, this is interesting from Kevin, an advisor on the PAG network, Private Advisor Group, part of LL, that we're Kevin and his team transitioned from the sale of annuities into value-added insurance products and some wealth products. Adam's a wealth advisor, and Adam's actually an entrepreneur as well. He has a great product called Asset Map. Adam didn't tell me this until he did my introduction at a forum that I was speaking at, and he said, "I think you'll be happy with what I'm going to say when I introduce you, but I'm not going to tell you until you're on stage." And what he said was this story, and if you don't mind, we're going to make a case study about it. And the story is this way: Adam had our service. Didn't necessarily know, the best way to attract clients to it, though he gave it to younger people on his team to use from a marketing, producting perspective. And a friend of his was going through it was a third generational business, selling a company, him and his brother, with his father. And Adam gave him the use of our service, sent him a link. Didn't think much of it because he wasn't a client. And weeks later, the person said, managed money, I believe, at one of the big shops, Merrill or Morgan Stanley, one of those shops, and said, you were the only one that helped me when I needed help, and parked $18 million back with Adam. So it shows the power of his ability generational and get that kind of succession planning going, add clients, using service, but better planning for the family. Also this quarter, we launched what we call BIOD, Bring Your Own Data. So enterprise is where we work with the home office or other organizations, the ability to import our own customer data into our prospecting search tool. So advisors can better map and or match to understanding in their geographic environment what customer has what product so they could upsell or cross-sell. We mentioned, and Brian has try to make the slide full screen here. So we just got a note to make it full screen, which we'll try to do. Yeah, I would stop that. And then I just go to, yes, okay. Amen. I think everyone sees
there
the full.
We go.
There we go. Amen. Thank you, Grace. And for bearing with us. So we say going deeper with data. So you see the benefit plan data there. We see plan sponsor. So we now have benefit plan data on close to 600,000 businesses that actively fill out annually their 5,500 data with the government. What we've done is the ability to, in 8 to 10 strokes, right, to have that right in the prospecting database. So it's not a 29-page report that anyone is going through, but rather it's right in there in prospecting database for the marketing folks, for the business development folks at your firm to be able to get at those business owners. That's been an addition, and as you've noticed, we don't charge extra any new service offerings like this. It's part of your base service. We make it a service, and as we'll talk about later, that's our mission, right? So to me and to the team, to us, we do this as real estate yet to be developed, meaning you're going to see more filters coming, like by employee size, by growth range, all the infrastructure improvements Semyon and Amir, our CTO and VP of engineering, are putting in place. So that this really becomes big data, but big data being able to be practically, so your fabric to prospect, other wealth data that we're bringing into the mix. So, said, we're going to get into new initiatives that we have underway. So this is our product roadmap, the way we view the world, the way we look at things. It's 6 different quadrants and how we help. One thing that we're going to be rolling out later this summer, which a lot of people have asked for, and we're partnering with the largest wealth management data company in this space, Discovery, to do that. So Discovery and Magellan merge. We're working with Discovery, where we've created a wealth module. So now we're able to value an advisor's practice. Our goal of evaluating or valuing an advisor's practice isn't to be a practice management solution, but to show the power of business valuation for that advisory shop. Our mission continues to be for all of you to help you grow the value of your practices by adding more clients and better caring for the clients you have. But the wealth market, right, is one of the 911 industries we cover. Now we're covering it more fully with this customized, the 8th step. So now the ability to value your own firm will be something that you can do very readily and very powerfully. So look for more of that coming out. Very excited about that. We're getting more and more traction in the platform firms that we're working with. That is incredibly exciting. And I'm the worst with big reviews because I put everything down on quarterly updates for all of you because I get so excited about it personally. We want to continue to innovate and impress everyone on this call and all of our clients. But we're something we call the Business Valuation Institute. So our mission with the BI is to transform the way notifications have occurred with valuation so that you're better advisors for your clients. And these that we found with existing accreditations, and many of us have been accredited here, it's very expensive to be accredited, not do a business valuation, but to actually be the accredited valuation advisor. Not that expansive in terms of the new things on the horizon or new changes to tax codes or new ways people view businesses. It's difficult to access. It's classroom setting. You have to show up, and you get courseware, right? A lot of the things is case-based from 1989 business cases, literally. What we do is shake it up. We're going to do it online. We're using best-of-breed technology, and we've already entered a partnership with the firm, Massive U, to do this. And we're already in the design phase of this. We were able to dive with our advisory board a few weeks ago, show them some of the progress we've made. We come back, and we're doing that in the next few months. The whole idea is to create an online business valuation institute for chartered valuation advisor, so a chartered business valuation advisor, to help all of you help your clients and also better utilize the tool. Here are the components you're going to see. The marketplace component with different information all around tiles. So our syllabus is going to be made up of tiles that are the building blocks to understand business valuation, but you do it at your own pace, not classroom setting, not $5,000 or $10,000, cheaper than that. Your own pace, get this up-to-date data, and you look to transform the way this is being done. If you think about it, there are, as I mentioned, I think in an earlier slide, there's 1.2 million insurance and or wealth advisors out there. There's 8,500 certified business valuation professionals. We want to change that, and we want to make all of you valuation advisors better utilize the tool we have, and we're excited about this. And this is something we've actually kept under our hats now for north of a year, and we're going to put out later this summer, the end of August. Gamification components, the ability to have a certificate online, the ability to share that certificate in social media when you get it. Importantly, the ability to help your clients and your prospects and along the way. So we're incredibly excited for that, incredibly excited for wealth management, the ability to value wealth management practices. As you all know, I think from the Q1 overview, I said about V1 of Franklin, which is our take on artificial intelligence and some voice components to help your clients grow the value of their business. So massive year for us from an innovation perspective, not just a revenue growth or market perspective, but from a revenue perspective. From a revenue perspective as well as from a product innovation perspective. Think revenue. We're adding components around leads. So this year, we're going to help also for our platinum users the ability to get leads routed into their business, all around this mission of delivering insights into your firms to help your clients and help your prospects do these things in a smarter way. So there we are as a business and where we're headed. And what we really wanted to do in conclusion of this brief kind of Q2 update is to say, before we open into Q&A, if anything we can be doing with our system to make it better for all of you, to make it more effective for you to utilize, please email me directly or email Brian at Success Center directly. You can see from Franklin and other initiatives, even like the Institute, we listen to you all the time, and some of our best ideas don't just come from vision on where the market's going, but also from all of you. So please send me anything that you have in terms of how you think the product can better serve you. The thing is as you can see from the 5500 data, the benefit plan data, and our ability to try to keep our price as low as humanly possible, we want to get this knowledge out. It's a mission for us. We want you to help your clients and your prospects. If they're advisors that are not in your market, that you don't feel like you compete with, or other parts of the value chain, like that you would be better served using our service so you could communicate with them more effectively, or even banks in your area, please send them along and do referrals. The majority of our new advisor offices actually come from referrals from all of you, and a way for us to continue to keep the price of our product down, and a way for us to continue to help you benefit from all the big data that we're getting. So everything that we deliver to all of you, we try to keep the price point down, that you can utilize it and you can help kind of spread this knowledge and spread the goodwill of helping these business owners, these 10 million businesses that are going to change hands, and the wealthy affluent that happen to be entrepreneurs and business owners, understand their wealth so they can make better decisions, and that's through all of you. So again, if you have anyone in the value chain that you feel would served by our service, please, Brian and I as well. That's on our mission to keep delivering the type of product that we're doing today. With that said, I'll open it up to some questions and answers, and I believe Brian is going to turn it over to you.
So, Mike, the first question that we were asked during the presentation just came in. It's going to say, what is the price of the new chartered advisor certificate?
Yeah, again, like our service, right, we're trying to keep that low as well. And right now, the price that for existing clients would be as low as $1,495. So $1,495 would be chartered program and get that certificate. And we hope that, as I mentioned, the end of the summer.
Mike, what is the largest advisor deal that BIZ has helped close?
So for advisor, the largest deal, I'd say a few. So we helped someone from a very well-established wealth and insurance advisory firm, $60 million. Was insurance and wealth management, assets under management. And the interesting part of that story is it was a business that the business owner said, it's worthless because there's only one of me. And I'm one of only 3 companies in the United States that does what I do. And the accountant said that it couldn't have been valued. So we pitched in a 40-minute, so call it an hour period. In that process, as the business owner shouted out information, the advisor managed to prove that it could be managed, proved to the estate's attorneys they needed a proper wrapper, insurance wrapper on the trust and estate, and then actually even proved to the business owner, I think was the most stubborn in a good way, right? I mean, he had to be. Look what he built. Proved to the business owner that that he did this wrapper to the business and a better way to manage their asset, and the business owner believed the value of the business. That's always a good one. That's one of the largest ones I've heard. I know there's some folks on this call that have $70 million or $80 million of proposals out over 2 or 3 different accounts. But, a lot of our analysis at the end of the year, it's a 10 to 1, 15 to 1, 1 ratio of ROI if doing it properly. And again, that's, what your task with too, Brian, and your team is to help continue to, help the playbooks for the advisors so that they have, a great way to utilize the service to prove to prospects and clients the power of what this is.
One's going to be, what is your biggest business challenge here at BizEquity?
So the biggest business challenge is distribution, right? So we spent a lot of time building a product, 3 to 4 years, and because this was not something you can do and be right with 10 of the industries. You have to be right 911 times with all the industries. And I would say that now the product has been built for time and we continue to innovate and we have protection around the IP, it's all about distribution. So I would just say the biggest challenge for us is just get there, tell message, distributing the product, and that's what we look to all of you for your help as well. But it's a great opportunity or challenge to have. The product's so good, and the product's been tested and tried and true, so now it's just about distribution. One I just got personally on my intel from one of the clients that has my cell is, what is the exact date of the launch of the Institute? Right now, the exact date looks to be August 24th or 25th, I believe. And it's at the BEI conference is what we're planning in Colorado, the end of August. So look for us to do more and more with BEI, and even help them with how they certify in a certain respect. But end of August is when we are going to roll out the Business Valuation Institute iteration.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mike, and everybody on the call. We really appreciate your time. Look forward to continuing to being successful with everybody. We have our emails on the screen here. Mike's email. I'm Brian Martin, the Director of Customer Success. If current users have questions, feel free to reach out to me, and me and my team will handle it from there. Thanks for joining the call, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.